Hello friends, it's Lisa and today we're going to talk about are card kits worth the money? First off, it's a little bit different. I'm not actually creating anything. I'm kind of expanding on what I did in my last two videos. So I got two different card kits in the month of June. I got the Crafter's Companion card kit you can get on HSN if you're in the US, or on the Crafter's Companion UK website if you're anywhere else. I also got the Simon Says Stamp card kit for June, which you can get on their website if you're anywhere. So, the one thing before we start is I'm not telling you if you should get it, if this is a for everyone in the world, card kits are totally worth the money, or you should never buy one. That's not what I'm doing here. Personally, I couldn't decide. It was really hard for me, so I got to, and then I'm deciding now if it's worth it for me, and I want to share my pros and my cons with you and how I felt as I crafted. So first off, pros. You get to try a new technique and product with minimal investment. So you can see on this card, I actually used the Distress Resist Spray, which came in the Simon Says Stamp card kit. Oh, excuse me. And they included a little tiny one. It was a 1 ounce rather than the larger regular size bottle. You can only buy that one size, and it comes in, I think it's 4 or 6 ounces. I'm not 100% sure on the exact size, but I know that the one that came in the card kit was 1 ounce, and it was really nice because you get to try it. But if you aren't really interested in using that much, that's the perfect size, because when you want to use it, you can bring it out, play with it a little bit, and put it away, and you don't have to buy the full size. So that was really cool. Also, pro is it's very cohesive in the themed elements. Both of the card kits were very cohesive, and we'll talk about that in a little bit some more, but that's something really nice, is that you don't have to worry, oh, I don't have any stickers to go with this pattern paper, or I don't have any ink to go with this stamp. You never feel like I'm not going to be able to create something that will go together. It's also very entertaining and easy crafting. You get to get up and go. Very minimal supplies needed to start off. I would say for both of them, you'd need adhesive, whatever your favorite kind of adhesive is. For the Simon Says Stamp, for both of them, you'll also need scissors and or a paper trimmer. For the Simon Says Stamp one, you also need some water and a brush. And for the Resist Spray, you'll need some kind of box, but you can use the box that it came in. So easy peasy. That's one thing to say. If you're new to crafting, if you're new to paper crafting especially, and you want to try it out, look for a card kit that you like and get it. That's they always have a bunch of pictures, no matter what company. And I just got two different companies, but there are a ton. There's the Hero Arts, My Favorite Things, Paper Tray Ink. Oh my goodness, there are a ton of different monthly crafting card kits that you can get and try it out. So I think it's a really great thing if you're just starting out and you don't have a whole lot of stuff. You just need about $50 of basic crafting supplies, and then you're good to go. You also are guaranteed a nice looking end product. The Crafter's Companion one, these are not the typical things that I make, but I feel like my cards, and especially my mini album, turned out pretty well for never doing things like this before. Finally, there's tutorials that are available. If you like watching crafters online making really pretty cards and then remaking them yourself, oh my gosh, this makes that so easy. You get all the stuff and you can make a bunch of stuff like anybody else. And obviously you can take those tutorials and turn them to be more like you, but you have a lot of really cool tutorials where they take the supplies, and a lot of times they start with a super easy card and end with a super complex, really cool thing you would never have thought of. Let's go into the cons now. It may not meet your style. For me, this Crafter's Companion box was beautiful, but not so much my crafty style. I really liked it in the mini album that I made, but the card making, it didn't really fit me. If I gave this card to someone, they would never say, "Oh, you made that." Like, it'd be like, "Oh, thanks for the card." You know, it's not like Lisa made this. So, you also may get something you already own. I actually already own the Distress Resist spray in the full-size bottle, and even though the first time I ever used it was when I got it in the box, I do actually own it. I bought it like a week before I ordered the kit. So that's something to think about. If you're subscribing to something you can't quit, you don't know what they're going to have the next month. So you could buy the newest craze and then you get it again. You're not going to get a huge bunch of it, but it's possible that you may get duplicates of things. Do you want to spend $30 on something you're not sure about, like I was just telling you might get a duplicate of something? Or do you want to spend the $30 on what you know you will like and use? So the card kits are really nice because they stuff a whole lot of value into that box. As opposed to buying something like one stamp set full price, I personally really like the Darkroom Door stamp sets, but those things cost you $25 plus the extra $5 for shipping. Then it's the same price as one of the card kits. But at the same time, I know I'm going to like and I'm going to use that stamp set, as opposed to I may not know and I may not like what comes in the card kit. That was something that's hard for me. You may end up having extra product that you don't actually want or need. That's kind of my problem with the Crafter's Companion box, is I had a lot of fun while I was making it, and I really like the mini album, and I'm going to keep that for a long time. I'm excited to be able to put it in my house whenever I'm able to move in. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Different subject though. But I probably have 50% of the box left. I don't really have anything to do with it. I'm not interested in spending another 4 or 5 hours crafting with that stuff. I liked the dies and I'll keep using those. I'll add them to my stash, but I'm not sure that I'm going to use the rest of the stuff. And that makes me feel bad. I feel bad that I'm not using what's in there. So I don't have a whole lot of space, so should I throw it away? I'd feel bad about that. Should I give it away? I have used about half of it, so would anybody want the extra parts of it? You kind of see where I'm going with that. You may not have that issue, the like guilt issue, but I do. And so just something to think about. You may end up with extra stuff. I have some extra stuff left over from the Simon Says stamp kit. I do have some more plans for that, but that kit is more my style, and rather than the Crafter's Companion kit. I would say with the Crafter's Companion kit though, it looks like their next couple of months are very different. They showed that the next couple of months on HSN when I bought it. So, and with any card kit, you're going to get this, where they do different themes. Each box looks different, right? Because why would you buy the same exact box over and over again? So it may just be this month that I'm not in love with, but next month I may love it. So it's just something to think about before you subscribe to a box. The last thing is that you're making the same things that everybody else is making. So everyone else who got the card kit also made something like this. They may have cut the Goodbye Winter away from the flowers. They might have cut out the flowers. There's a lot of ways that you can take what you get and make it into something new, but you're still getting the same exact stuff starting point as everybody else. So to some extent, you are going to have similar outcomes as everybody. And the more cohesive the box is, the more you're going to have that as part of it. I personally really love creating my own things, and so for me, this is kind of one of the points that's a really sticking point for me. Let's look at this little chart I created. I actually created it before I started, and then I filled out the inside after I crafted. So for each box, we'll go through my different judgmental categories, which are in the yellow. These are things that I decided I would judge each box on before I started. Both had very cohesive content. I feel like the Crafter's Companion was a little bit more cohesive. Literally all the colors matched, everything worked perfectly together. The Simon Says stamp kit all worked together, but you could kind of go different ways with it, which was nice as well. So if you want something that's going to work, you're going to get something good, even if you're not very good. Like, I didn't feel like I was super great at making the Crafter's Companion cards, but I still felt like they actually came out okay. The Simon Says stamp, you do get to put a little bit more of yourself into it, so that's nice. The learn something new. This part is really important for me. If I'm going to get it, I want to try something new that I don't have. The Simon Says stamp kit had the resist spray, 3D embossing, watercolor dots. The Crafter's Companion had the edgeable dies, and for me, the stepper cards. That's really something I hadn't done before, so that was fun. Is there anything I get to add to my my crafting stash once I finish crafting? For Simon Says stamp, there was the stamp set, the resist spray, and the 3D embossing folder, which I'm going to be able to use again and again. And they don't have to be exactly with the things that came from the card kit. With the Crafter's Companion, there were 2 dies that also I'll be able to use in different types of situations. And that's something to be said about the Crafter's Companion kit, is what they've said is they're wanting to do something different every single month. So I think next month is their sparkle markers. Can you do things past card making? I should have put an asterisk by both of these yeses, because they're yes, kind of. I was able to make a mini album with the Crafter's Companion card kit, and you can for sure do the same thing with the Simon Says stamp card kit. But to the extent of going way past that, I don't know. And that's something I'll try as I have some more of the Simon Says stamp card kit left. I loved that pattern paper, but I don't know that it's not mixed media box, right? It's a card kit, and you can take your own supplies and take the things in the card kit really far. But what comes in the card kit is stuff to make cards, which is fine, and you just have to know that. If you don't have a whole lot of stuff, what you're going to be able to make is cards and maybe a mini album. If you have a bunch of other stuff, you can do a lot of other things. So just something to think about. My interest level. As I was doing this Diamond Set stamp, I made, I think 4 or 5 cards, and my interest level was very high. I really enjoyed it. I got to do a different technique on each card, which was fun. The Crafter's Companion, I had a lot of fun. My interest level was very high as I was making the mini album. On the cards, it was low. To be fair, I was making the cards at the very end of the day, and after having crafted all day, and so it probably should have been around a medium, just because the card kit wasn't exactly my aesthetic. I hope that helped. Here's a picture of my Crafter's Companion things that I made, and let me know if you buy a bunch of card kits, if you really like them, or if you're kind of like me on the fence, or if you're like, no way, Jose, I'm not paying money for that. I'd love to hear. I am honestly still on the fence. I did this whole 3 videos, tested them out, made stuff, still on the fence. So, I hope that was helpful. If it wasn't, I'm sorry, and have a wonderful day.